There was a wild police chase in Waukesha and Washington counties today.
The State Patrol had planned to arrest somebody for retail theft. The suspect took off in a car with a missing 16-year-old girl as his passenger.
It appears that the two had a relationship and then they were together willingly. As we were entering the park, we saw his vehicle leaving the park. We turned around and tried to initiate a traffic stop. We did have some stop sticks.
The suspect led authorities on a 10-minute chase. Officers eventually got him to stop outside the We Energies plant in Germantown. He rammed a police car in the process, but no one was hurt.
A special honor for two heroes in the Sikh temple shooting in Oak Creek. Lieutenant Brian Murphy and Officer Sam Lenda received the Medal of Valor in Washington, D.C. That is the highest national award for public safety officers.
Governor Scott Walker's on a trade mission in London, and he took questions from British journalists who asked about foreign policy and evolution.
I just don't think you talk about foreign policy when you're on foreign soil. For me, I'm gonna punt on that one as well.
No,
that does you
really.
That's a question a politician shouldn't be involved in one way or the other on it. So I'm going to leave that up to you.
Earlier today, Governor Walker met with Britain's equivalent of Treasury Secretary. Powerball jackpot up to $500 million.
It is the fifth largest lottery prize in U.S. history. Lotto players believe some Wisconsin stores are luckier than others, including Oklahoma Liquor and Beer and the mobile gas station at Howell and Howard.
I would be happy with just 100,000. Not even that. I'd be happy with just 10,000. I'd be happy with any thousands.
Yeah. But your odds of winning are 1 in 175 million. You're more likely to be struck by lightning or even attacked by a shark.
Time now to check on the forecast.
Here's John Milan.
We're talking about cold air. The cold air is already starting to push into the northwest corner of the state. It'll get here in southeast Wisconsin by the morning hours. You know, on this date, February 11th of 1999, we had the all-time warmest February on record day, 68 degrees, and we actually had thunderstorms with 70-mile-per-hour winds. So it was a crazy day in 99, but a colder day coming up. We're looking at the jet stream. It's starting to push in from the north and west. We call that a trough. We call this a ridge. The ridge is where all the warm air is, so you have to go out to California or the western part of the United States to enjoy all the warm air. But as this jet stream dips to the south, that brings down the cold air, and we have Arctic air in place across much of Canada right now. And temperatures, you could see them starting to drop. 1 below in Fargo, 9 at the Twin Cities. Through the evening hours, we'll be in the 20s. After midnight, we're going to see those temperatures jump down into the teens, and by the morning hours into the single digits. Here are your lows. By the morning hours, 5 in Milwaukee, 4 Port Washington, Waukesha, and West Bend, 2 in Watertown, Beaver Dam, and Fond du Lac, and right around 0 Wisconsin Dells towards Green Lake. And it's going to get colder on the upcoming weekend. So feels like our current wind chill temperatures through the evening hours are going to stay above 0 till about midnight, and then they're really going to drop. And by 6 o'clock in the morning, look at this, 18 below 0 wind chill out in Jefferson County, all the way up through Dodge County, all the way into Waukesha, with 13 below 0 in Milwaukee. And then we'll stay below 0 for the most part during the day tomorrow, even though we'll see a lot of sunshine. But as we go overnight into Friday, those wind chills start to pick up. Friday will be the warmest day of the 4-day cold blast. And you can see the cold air scouring out the clouds across southern Canada, portions of Minnesota, and also the Dakotas, and that's because the air coming in is very dry. High pressure bringing it in, maybe a flurry overnight tonight. And then as this high moves to the south and east, we'll get southwest winds, and it will start to bring in some light snow on Friday, but then much colder air after that. And any snow on Friday would be an inch or less across southeastern Wisconsin. Tonight, a flurry, 5 degrees by the morning hours. Strong northwest winds, wind chills to almost 20 below 0. For tomorrow, we're sunny, but we're only 8 degrees. Northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour, wind chills again well below 0. Tomorrow night, down to 2, but temperatures actually start to rise before dawn. And then Friday, we get back up to 20 degrees with a chance for some very light snow, still on the breezy side, and still wind chills about 0 to 10 above 0. Here's your 7-day forecast, and it's looking cold, especially this weekend. 10 on Saturday. Saturday night, wind chills 30 below. On Sunday morning, 6 below 0, 11 for a high. And then we start out next week with temperatures basically in the 20s through Wednesday.